I hated the nights. I still do. It just ruined the nights for me forever.
Curtis Pilgrim was too young for World War II. He wanted to serve. He got his chance in Korea, but almost lost his life. The Chinese launched a counteroffensive to drive the Americans back across the 38th parallel in what he describes as a wave of people.
They'd come in hordes, and we'd gun them down, and they'd just pile up on the wires to the point where the wires didn't stop them anymore.
All he could think of is what would happen if he ran out of ammunition or if his gun jammed.
There weren't enough bullets to stop them. We had them in our trenches sometimes. The last time I used a bayonet, big ugly Chinese came around the corner, and he started swinging his rifle around, and I got him first with a bayonet, caught him in under the chin and stopped him.
Those images would haunt him for years to come. He could control his thoughts during the day, but the night was a very different story.
My nightmare was I couldn't get my arms up, I couldn't lift the rifle, or I was out of ammunition, or my rifle was jammed or something, and they were coming at me and I couldn't do anything about it.
He would go home, Bronze Star for Valor and a Purple Heart in hand, and for years he would wake up, soaked in sweat and shaking. And while he struggled with his memories, he also struggled with an America that had tuned out.
It really hurt to be ignored, and just like, you know, we'd failed our country, that we hadn't done our duty. We were something less than what American young men should have been. It did hurt, and it hurt all of us.
You don't feel like that today?
No, I don't. No, I don't. This has been really good for us, really cathartic in these later years to be appreciated.
He was determined to ease the burden of a war forgotten and images he couldn't forget. After decades of silence, he decided it was time to share his story with his family.
It's obscene in places, it's immoral in places, it's what happened to me.
The more he wrote, the more he could let go. Now he is watching the honor flights, paying tribute to World War II veterans, knowing his tribute, his trip, is coming soon.
This has to be wonderful, and it'll be just as wonderful for us as it was the World War II people. It's just nice to be appreciated and remembered. We put our whole lives on the line, after all, and came pretty close to losing them, and we really need the recognition. Not so much so we can go around and blow about what we did, but just being appreciated for what we did, that's all.